Introducing the latest addition to the literary universe. Jane is a gripping tale set to captivate readers with its compelling narrative and rich characters. Date of publication, August 21, 2023. Book genre, contemporary American fiction, mystery, suspense, and contemporary literary fiction. Book synopsis. Jane is a heartfelt tale centered around a young, beautiful, and intelligent girl who uncovers the sacrifice her mother made by giving up her dreams of becoming a beauty queen to bring her into the world, leaving her deeply heartbroken. Born to a struggling single mother and driven by guilt, Jane hopes for the impossible, a reversal of time and an opportunity for her mother to fulfill her abandoned dreams. However, as her mother's life takes a prosperous turn, haunting memories of a daughter who never existed push her to the brink of insanity, resulting in her confinement in a specialized facility. The story is narrated from the perspective of someone within the asylum's walls, exploring themes of sacrifice, regret, and the formidable power of memories. Chapter 1. It may not be every girl's dream, but for Rose, it was her greatest aspiration. From a young age, she yearned to walk confidently on a long stage, adorned in beautiful dresses that would captivate every eye. To glide down a runway like a supermodel, holding a microphone to share her stories and beliefs. Above all, wearing a classic, elegant crown, earning the title of a beauty queen, was the dream that filled her heart. The anticipation of one of America's biggest pageants was palpable, and Rose was impatient. She dedicated herself to countless rehearsals and meticulously studied past competitions, going back as far as 30 years. One day, I will be like these women, she told herself, envisioning a future of fame, wealth, and happiness. I will join the pageant, Rose declared to her mother. Are you sure? Her mother asked, seeking reassurance. Yes, I am more than sure, Mom. I have sworn to represent this country with immense pride, Rose replied, her voice filled with determination and passion. Her heart was set on the path she wanted to take, and she was ready to embrace the challenge of competing on such a grand stage. Rose was aware that her parents would always be there for her. They had always supported her in following her dreams and never letting anything or anyone stand in the way of her success. Their faith in her ability and tender mentoring motivated her to pursue her ambition of becoming a beauty queen. Rose felt equipped to take on any difficulties that lay ahead. She knew that she had their love and support as she set out on this adventure to represent her nation in the coveted pageant. Later that afternoon, Rose received her parents' approval. Her mother actively assisted her in filling out the pageant application and pre-interview form. Together, they diligently checked the telephone numbers of influential people and agencies that managed future beauty queens. I am quite nervous, Rose admitted, taking deep breaths to calm herself, gently patting her chest where her heart raced with anticipation. I can do this. You can do this, Rose. We're here to support you, her mother reassured her with a loving smile. In a heartfelt gesture of support, her mother promised to call her friend, who worked for a publicity company, to explore arranging interviews. Overwhelmed with joy, Rose eagerly encouraged her mother to make the call immediately, aware of the limited time available. We don't have too much time, Mom, Rose playfully urged, embracing her mother and planting a grateful kiss on her cheeks. With her parents' unwavering backing and their proactive approach to her aspirations, Rose was determined to seize the opportunity and embark on her journey as a beauty pageant contestant. After speaking with her media friend for about 15 minutes, Rose's mother informed her that she should be prepared for a pre-interview call from the friend. She'd like to talk to you for a minute or two, Rose's mother said reassuringly. Don't be scared. It's routine. She wants to know your motivation, strengths, and weaknesses. Rose replied, trying to fathom how brief the call would be. Yes, honey, her mother smiled at her. They do this often, I guess. When the phone rang, Rose answered it with trepidation. Despite her nerves, she articulated her responses satisfactorily during the pre-interview call. The caller then requested to speak to her mother. "I think we'll do some photo shoots tomorrow, if you want, of course," Rose's mother heard her friend say from the other end of the line. "I am fine with that, but she doesn't have an agent yet," Rose's mother responded cautiously, not wanting to sound pushy. "These shots and interviews will be sent to potential agents," the lady on the line explained. Once the call ended, Rose's mother suggested they go somewhere to celebrate her first interview. Rose excitedly suggested Papa John, which was her favorite restaurant. "What if they won't accept my application?" Rose nervously asked her mother. "Oh, my dear Rose. Let's pray that they will accept you. I think they saw who you are and your intelligence. You did great earlier, darling," her mother reassured her, providing the comforting words that lifted Rose's hopes and confidence. After lunch, Rose requested a moment alone and stepped outside the restaurant. She found a peaceful spot with benches and trees, the perfect spot to sit back and enjoy the calming breeze. Embracing the quietude, Rose contemplated the exciting journey that lay ahead and allowed herself to savor the joy of pursuing her dreams. But Rose had come to the spot for a different reason. She wasn't there to relax on her own, but to meet someone. "Rose." A slightly loud, familiar voice called out, capturing Rose's attention. Scanning the area, she soon spotted him standing tall under a tree, patiently waiting for her. "Kian." Rose called back, running towards him with excitement evident on her face. Kian warmly wrapped his arms around Rose, holding her tightly and planting a gentle kiss on her head. "I miss you," Rose exclaimed with happiness. "I miss you too. I heard from Cherry you'll be joining a pageant," Kian said, looking deeply into Rose's eyes. "Yes, I will join. I just finished my pre-interview earlier, and I hope I got accepted." "You will. You're getting closer to your dreams," Kian replied, smiling. "I know. Please be here beside me as I reach my dreams," Rose whispered. "I'll be beside you, Rose," Kian reassured her. Kian was Rose's boyfriend, but her parents were unaware of their relationship. Knowing her parents would not approve because they were teenagers, and due to Kian's conservative background, Rose had kept their love a secret. Despite the challenges, they loved each other and were working on finding the right time to introduce each other to their respective families. Their relationship had remained hidden for almost a year, and Rose was willing to continue keeping it a secret until she felt ready to reveal the truth. The love Rose and Kian shared was a secret treasure, cherished by both of them until the time was right to share it with the world. "I'm sorry we haven't met for too long. I got busy preparing for this pageant," Rose explained to Kian. "I sent my application earlier this morning, and I'm looking forward to a photo shoot tomorrow." Kian was thrilled with the good news. They had been schoolmates, but due to Kian's parents' work-related move to another state, he had to relocate with them. Despite the distance, the teenage couple decided to keep in contact and managed to meet a few times over the past 6 months. "It's okay, but can we meet tomorrow?" Kian asked, holding both of her hands. "Of course we can. Let's meet here after my photo shoot." "My parents will be away for work as soon as I finish," Rose replied, knowing her parents would be occupied with their small gift shop downtown. "Sure, I'll be waiting here," Kian said, gently squeezing Rose's hand. Their love for each other was genuine and strong, but the fear of disclosing their backgrounds to their respective parents held them back. Rose was the daughter of Filipino immigrants who had moved to the USA when she was 9, while Kian, whose real name was Saeed Khan, was an American citizen born to ultra-conservative Pakistani Muslim parents, making him their first son whom they cherished so much. "I have to go," Rose said after spending some time with Kian. Kian sighed and kissed her forehead. "I'll see you tomorrow," he said, offering a sweet smile. Rose smiled back, hugging him tightly before returning to the restaurant. As soon as she arrived, she saw her parents getting ready to leave. They joyfully informed her that everything was fine, she had been accepted into the pageant. The organizers had given a favorable reply, bringing tears of happiness to Rose's eyes as she embraced the new opportunity that awaited her. Accompanied by her parents, Rose went to the advertising company the next day. Her excitement was evident as her father took time away from his busy shop schedule to accompany her to her first professional photo shoot. Upon arrival, the receptionist informed them that the 9 a.m. slot was reserved exclusively for Rose, a rarity for a newcomer, which delighted Rose. The 2-hour session kicked off with basic makeup and camera-ready touches. This was followed by 5 segments of 5-minute interviews, after which Rose seamlessly transitioned into multiple photo shoots, showcasing various attires. The session concluded with an introduction to the catwalk, and Rose gradually began to exude the energy and composure expected of a model. Meanwhile, discussions about her media campaign were underway between her father and a representative from a modeling agency, who had been specially invited to witness Rose's stage walk. Following that, she underwent another round of practice, perfecting her walk, answering questions, and trying on dresses. As the clock struck 11 a.m., her first session came to an end. Impressed by her performance, the modeling agency's representative expressed a keen interest in training Rose for the upcoming competition and promised to send a contract draft in a day or 2. The future seemed bright as Rose eagerly anticipated the next steps in her journey to becoming a beauty queen. "Just being an official candidate for the competition already makes me happy. Mom, I promise that I will do my best to win," Rose said, tears of joy and determination in her eyes. "You don't need to win, Rose. What you need to do is enjoy and cherish every moment. This is your dream," her mom reassured her, gently wiping away her tears. "Thank you for supporting me," Rose said sweetly. "I am your #1 supporter, Rose." After their heartwarming conversation, her parents had to return to their shop. They offered to drop Rose home, but she insisted on going to the park to bask in the sunlight. With her mom's approval, her father drove her to the park, reminding her to call them if she needed a ride back. Rose also shared the exciting news with Kian. "I am an official candidate," Rose announced, raising her arms in the air and beaming with joy. "Congratulations." Kian chuckled. "You did great. I am so happy and so excited. I cannot wait to wear my evening gown and walk on stage." "I am so excited, Kian. I am also excited to watch you in the pageant." "Congratulations to you, Rose." Kian hugged her tightly. Overflowing with happiness and excitement for the upcoming pageant, Rose made a firm decision to dedicate all her available time to training sessions and studying every video on tips and techniques for winning a beauty pageant. Her confidence soared, and she no longer felt nervous. Despite having only 3 months until the pageant, Rose felt ready and prepared. Her dreams were within reach, and she was determined to make them come true. But just when everything seemed perfect, an unforeseen event unfolded, threatening to snatch her dreams away once again.
And that wraps up Chapter 1 of Jane. We hope you enjoyed this installment of the journey with Rose. To continue following her story, be sure to check out the next chapter. You'll find the link in the video description below. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating chapters and updates on new releases. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, happy listening.